Hello and welcome back to episode 66 of the Bodcast. This week we will be talking about Lego's 90th anniversary celebrations. So I am joined by Carrie.
That's me.
It is.
What?
It's so ridiculous.
Hi. Why am I ridiculous?
I don't know. So anyway, we're going to talk about the 90th anniversary celebrations. You can listen to this on YouTube or somewhere else. I don't care. What? You look at me like you want me to say something.
No, I'm waiting for you to
We
get
don't
into
normally
the crux
have
of it.
a big introduction thing,
No, I'm
so
just
I
waiting.
don't know what you're waiting for.
I'm waiting for you to start talking about it.
Oh, okay, you just want me to jump in and talk about the 90th?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I kind of feel as though it's been a bit of a letdown.
What were you expecting? Or what were you hoping for?
Something?
Something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have made a list of all the things that I can find that they've done.
Okay.
So let's see how many of those you can name. Let me find a ticky thing. A thing to tick with is what I mean, not a ticky thing.
A pen.
No, I'd rather a pencil, but I'll go with a pen.
Okay.
Pens are more permanent. I don't like that.
Okay.
Anyway, go.
Okay, so obviously they've done the castle.
So, castle. Tick.
So this is where it's a bit confusing. They talked about the 90th celebration kind of on LegoCon.
Tick.
But LegoCon wasn't a 90th celebration thing. It was the
Second
It was
LegoCon.
just their
Yeah.
second attempt.
I've got it down. I put LegoCon was like 90th themed, but it was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
I reckon. So it's not really part of it. But I ticked it off.
They've done, like, the CMF is a special party costume theme.
See, I hadn't attributed that one to the 90th
See, I think
anniversary.
they are, and I think it's a bit
I
rubbish.
think it's a cop-out.
Yeah, I think if you want to do a CMF to celebrate the 90th anniversary, they should be revisiting classic minifigs. That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people were really hoping for.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been much better.
I agree. I think they missed a trick with that. People would have been excited to see like a forestman, a classic spaceman, like things that have already come but improved versions kind of thing. And certainly I think people were holding out for a king for the castle as well. So, but yeah, I in my head, it being party themed wasn't enough for it to be 90th anniversary, but I can see how they could think it is. But yeah, no.
They have done a number of like Instagram reels and stories that pops
Yeah, they've
up
talked
occasionally.
about the
They've talked about
90th
it,
anniversary. So they're referring to it as 90 years of play.
Yeah.
So you've got nothing else? Is that it?
I'm sure they must have done some other stuff as well, but
Nothing that's hit home to you.
No.
Do you think that you should have lots of things that apply to you, or is it about the children?
I have children.
You do have children, yeah.
I've not spotted anything for them either.
Okay. So I think what they're trying to do this year is celebrate their anniversary by trying to reinvigorate the idea that play is good. That's kind of like their core value. So that's why they called it, instead of 90 years of Lego, it's 90 years of play. So they are definitely trying to hone in on the play element.
Okay.
But I don't know how well they've done that.
Okay.
So things you might not be aware of. Well, first of all, you did just the castle, but they've had more than that.
And the Galaxy Explorer.
So you've got the Galaxy Explorer, you've got the Walmart exclusive castle, which annoys me because obviously we can't get that.
What Walmart exclusive castle?
I mean, maybe you don't know about the 90th anniversary celebrations because you're not paying attention.
Maybe not.
So in the US, I think if you purchase stuff from Walmart, Lego from Walmart, not just anything,
right,
you can then send off for a mini that yellow castle.
Oh, the little yellow one. Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. So
that doesn't count.
Because it's regional.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're not meant to do regional exclusives.
No.
It's very rude.
Yeah.
And then they've also got like the creator box, and then there's a little poly bag as well that are all 90th themed. In the UK and maybe some other countries, there was a 90 years of play. If you buy Lego, if you spend £20 on Lego at certain retailers, scan a QR code, you can get entered in to win like a 90 years of play pack, which had like a bottle, a bag, like lots of branded things. 90 years of play.
Okay.
So
how did you find out about that?
That was advertised on the Brick Post quite a lot.
How are children meant to find out about that?
And also, when I went to Sainsbury's on Friday or whatever it was, next to the Lego are little QR code leaflets.
Right, okay.
So you can pick that up and take it home with you and scan it.
Okay.
So they were advertising it, I think, in other stores other than Lego.
Right.
Because it wasn't just buy from Lego.
Well, yeah, that's because I don't think I've seen that anywhere.
No, okay. Well, I've seen that quite a few times. In the Lego store itself, I don't know if you noticed when we went in on Saturday, they've got like specific stands up about the 90th.
I was quite tired on Saturday.
Yeah. So, again, it's back to trying to promote the play. So that's what they're doing, is making a play stand. So there's some challenges you can do. This is very much clearly aimed at the children in this stand. You can make something and put it on display. So you build something and leave it on, and all the models are displayed there. I think there might be maybe a speed build. No, there probably isn't a speed build, but there's definitely a stand there. So you've got the build a minifig, you've got the normal play tables, and then there's a third stand set up. Although I don't recall exactly where it is in the Southampton store, but I saw it for sure in Watford,
right.
And I think probably in Dublin. So they definitely have that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't remember it in Southampton at all, but
yeah,
it was busy and I was tired.
Yeah, it's quite easy to walk past. They also had their very first World Play Day. That was on August 10th, I think it was, when the Leicester Square store reopened. And so again, in this stand, you've got 90-second challenges. There is speed challenges. Online, they had the "What brick are you?" quiz. Did you see loads of people doing that on Instagram?
Yes.
I did that, and I was like, no, I'm not that brick. I don't know. I don't remember what brick I was.
Oh, every time you did it, you got a different answer.
Yeah. There was no consistency.
Even if you answered... I mean, it gave you random questions. But if you did it enough times so that you'd answered every question...
Yeah.
You always got a different brick.
Yeah.
It was just nonsense.
There you go. They've been doing some takeover of other stores. So, like, they've been in some Adidas stores, apparently.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
I didn't know Adidas had stores.
No, I haven't seen that in person, but this is definitely listed as one of the things they were doing. In Legoland, there was like a trail that you could do to get badges. Play your own way, I think they called it. They had a 90th anniversary Lego birthday cake. Like an actual made out of Lego cake.
That was from LegoCon, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think it was also at... Well, they said it was in the house in Billund, but there was definitely a cake outside the Leicester Square store as well, so I don't know if it travelled for that.
It might have done.
On Lego Ideas, they've had 2 different contests. There's a Bionicle contest and also a microscale 90th themed contest. See? You've just not been paying attention. They did a new advert for Rebuild the World that was 90th themed.
Was it?
Yeah. All the employees got a day off for Lego Play Day on June the 10th, but I don't know if that was specifically because it was their 90th or whether they normally do that. But they listed it in their 90th year.
Sorry, so what?
So there's Lego Play Day, which I think they normally do, but then they had August 10th.
What's Lego Play Day?
It's when you're encouraged to play with Lego on June the 10th.
Okay.
I think that's their standard thing they normally do.
Right.
But now this year they did World Play Day,
right,
which happened to coincide with their actual birthday and the Leicester Square opening.
And so they gave everyone the day off on the day the Leicester Square...
No, they gave everyone the day off on the Lego Play Day, not the World Play Day.
Oh, okay.
I know, it's confusing, isn't it? Too many play days. But that's kind of the point.
So they close all the stores on the Lego Play Day?
Maybe they mean like the employees in Billund.
Oh, okay.
Like their design, not their front of house store selling people. Yeah, it didn't.
Lowly
it wasn't,
retail workers.
Not the lowly retail workers. No. Why would you give them time off?
Okay. So I was just confused because that seems a really weird thing to do.
In Australia, there was a gift purchase for a Lego bag, Lego 90 Years of Play bag, which again didn't come here. But I think that might have been in the pack that you could have won if you did the £20 spend QR code thing.
That seems... Isn't it that Australia doesn't have Lego
stores? Yeah, they don't have Lego stores, but they...
Yeah, they still got a regional exclusive. That seems...
Well, I think it was
bizarre.
I don't know how it worked. And then there was also a competition in this country to go and have your photo taken by Ian Rankin, the famous... Is it Ian Rankin? No, he's an author, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rankin. His name's Rankin. What's his first name?
I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Rankin.
Mr. Rankin.
Give
me a clue. What
he's a famous photographer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know him.
Ian Rankin is definitely... He's a novelist. Okay.
Yeah.
Ranking photographer. His name is... Please be Ian, because then I won't be stupid. John.
Okay.
John... Oh, his surname's not even Rankin. John Rankin Waddell, known as Rankin. Anyway, him. He's not Ian. No. I get obsessed with Ian, sorry.
That's okay.
So
I can understand.
He was doing a photo shoot on 2 days up in London, and you could enter a competition to go and be part of that photo shoot.
Right.
And so they just took pictures of you playing with Lego, and I think that you said why Lego means a lot to you and stuff like that. Because they had people like Peter Crouch was on there. Some of the people, like one of the guys we know from London Calling was there with his son. And Matthew Ashton was one of them as well. So they've just been using that sort of like in their marketing. So there's been quite a lot of marketing, and they did loads of celebrities sort of setting some build challenges on their website and saying what play means to them and how they play kind of thing. So I've seen a lot, but I still think I'm disappointed. Like I was expecting something else.
Yeah.
But I don't know what. I don't know what I was expecting.
No.
I think maybe there was just so much hype about it's the 90th year, there's going to be an amazing castle, and there was an amazing castle. Maybe because we haven't built it yet that we're not excited.
But they bring out sets all the time, so I don't really see it as...
Yeah, but not castle sets. Except they did.
They do.
Yeah.
Got the 3-in-1 castle, the castle in the forest, this apparently exclusive Walmart castle.
Well, that's specific to this year, though.
So we're saying they bring them out all the time. So that's, 2 this year, 2 last year.
So I think they've been using this 90-year anniversary to try and push their play agenda. And really sort of saying, look, we've been playing for this long and it's really important. And on the website, it talks a lot about how like 80% of families say they want more play in their life. So trying to give ideas on how to do that. So they're trying to be educational.
It seems weird, though, because they had like the pop-up stuff last year.
Yeah, the pop-up
and play. But they've not done any of that, have they?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything this year. But then maybe because they knew they had the play stands in the store, that was enough. But that kind of got you into the store, because the pop-up and play that we went to was in the middle of sort of Southampton city centre, not outside the Lego store. And then they're going, oh, you can now go to the Lego store with this and get a free gift. And it was drawing people in, and it was, if you didn't want to go, you still got the play element. So it was quite good.
It was much bigger. I mean, those play stands in the store are small, and that was set up so that you could have, I tried to think, but I think you could have at least 5 families at most of the different elements of it.
Yeah, there was a bit more space.
You'd be looking at maybe 20 families in there, but...
And you're not like fighting with people who are just trying to look at stuff on the wall to buy.
So I thought there'd be more of that kind of thing.
So they've done quite a few make and take type things, I think. And like I was surprised to see the Entertainer having those as well. Because I've never seen the Entertainer doing that before. But again, they've just not got the space for people to actually stay and make it. So we took ours away. Apparently they also sponsored a new playground in West Harlem to try and encourage more people to be playing.
Right.
So...
That's very location specific.
Yeah, it is very location specific. I might have been looking at the US website at the time.
Okay.
But then I couldn't find anything that said they'd done it elsewhere. So
right.
So I think, it's been quite bitty, quite little things here and there, and no cohesive, like, this is exactly what we're doing kind of thing. So I have to agree that I think more could be done. The year is not technically over, so they're still in their 90th year.
Yeah.
So maybe more is coming. They did make quite a fuss about it being their 90th year at LegoCon. So, like, is it not just about saying, this is our 90th year and celebrating that?
I don't know.
What do you want them to do? Have, like, a big party for everyone who loves Lego to go and, like, rave for a bit?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I want.
What you really, really want.
The thing with LegoCon is if we're saying that was because of the 90th anniversary, are we saying we're expecting it to be rubbish next year?
So you think it was better this year only because it was the 90th anniversary?
I don't know.
Well, only time will tell.
I mean, that's got to be... If we're attributing LegoCon this year to the 90th celebration, that means it's going to be different next year. And that means it's going back to the rubbish that it was the previous year.
I don't think it will go back to the rubbish that it was the previous year.
But that's why I say I don't think you can attribute it to the 90th anniversary. It's just although I'm not entirely sure it was all that much better, they just controlled the leaks, and so therefore, for people who were interested in the leaks, there was at least something interesting in between the really cringy scripted pieces.
I don't really know. So, when our company that we worked for celebrated a milestone, I don't know how much was shown outside and how much was just the people internally celebrating. Whether because we don't work for Lego, we don't see all of those things. So maybe like they did like free coffee every Friday because it's the year of play, or they had big celebration events.
Yeah, but they weren't marketing it to outside people, whereas this was. I think
they did. Didn't they make like badges and things?
But so I think that I'm not sure which one we're talking about now.
The one where we go.
Okay, because I would say there was a lot of kind of hype and anticipation for purely because of the castle.
Yeah.
Everyone
loves the castle.
Yeah, but that was all kind of last year when we were voting on it, or was that last year?
But I think it was last year. No, I think sometime last year we voted on the set that we then got this year.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of waiting in between to see what set it would be.
Yes.
So you're saying that them bringing out a set that people voted on specifically for nostalgia reasons because it was the 90th year isn't enough?
I don't think so, because they brought out nostalgic sets before. Barracuda Bay, for example.
Well, but that
Lego know that nostalgia makes money, so therefore they do it to make money.
Was the Forestman gift with purchase like an extra that we weren't expecting to sort of sugarcoat that?
I think everyone was expecting a gift with purchase with the castle, and then the Forestman hideout was a complete mess.
Well, because it was before the castle.
Yeah, and then kind of with the castle.
But no one really knew.
Yeah, so in some countries it wasn't with the castle.
Or was it not?
Yeah, I think Australia and New Zealand didn't get any at all.
They didn't get any at all, or any.
For the second one,
right.
So when it was overlapping with the castle release, they didn't get any. I think.
Sucks to be them. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to take you out for a meal?
Yes, I want Lego to take me out for a meal.
I mean,
that would just be weird.
When you get to 90, you're quite old. You don't really like a party.
I'd have preferred seeing more pop-up stuff, more
interactive.
Yeah.
As opposed to you have to go and literally look out this information on the website. You want them to be, oh, look, I've just walked over some Lego. No, not literally walked over some Lego. That would hurt. But like you're unexpectedly discovering opportunities to play.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is good. Let's play. Not, I wonder what they're doing for their 90th.
Yeah. Not just, here's another 20 annoying Instagram stories that you want to swipe through quickly.
Wow, you're like...
I don't like their Instagram stuff. It's always awful.
As in cheesy?
And too much of it.
He just talks to me. I don't think I see much.
When they bring out... When it's like literally 20 stories back to back because they've just split it up. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's like, do it as a reel.
That's true. I don't look at Lego's content very often, if I'm honest. I don't feel like they are the best at content provision.
No. I'll tell you what has been interesting, which nothing is not from Lego itself, but Echo Bricks on TikTok has been doing facts about Lego for the numbers 1 to 90.
Is that from Echo Bricks or... Because Brickset did that.
Really?
Yeah, so Brickset were doing the 1 to 90, and I don't know whether Echo Bricks is just... relaying those.
No, okay.
Because if you follow Brickset on Instagram, every day there was something new, and I felt that was fun actually. Yeah, I agree. That would have been they missed a trick not doing that themselves.
Yeah,
because people like facts. So it's the fact that when they redid the Leicester Square store, they added the museum element part of their 90th anniversary celebrations. Is that there forever, or are they going to take it away after the year's up?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm asking you. Like you'd have that answer.
Yeah,
I'm just talking. I'm not. They're
your face was
questions.
Looking at me like you should tell me the answer here.
You should know everything. Ian, what sets are they going to release next year?
7 more castles.
What's the modular going to be? What's the modular going to be?
It's going to be on a 32 by 32 base plate. It's going to be about this tall.
I would laugh if it was on 2 16 by 32s because that is possible.
It is.
Here's me stating a fact that might also be wrong.
So this tall.
So from the ground?
Yeah, from the ground.
No one can see what you're doing, but that's ridiculously large. It's like bugle height, people. Bugle height.
No, from the table, you fool.
Oh yeah, it's about that. Still nobody can see. So what you're saying is you don't have all the answers?
Of course I have all the answers.
Evidently not.
I told you what the modular's going to be.
What is it going to be?
It's a building about this tall.
What theme? Like what's inside the room?
So kind of like mid-20th century architecture.
And what kind of building is it? Is it a bank?
So kind of oldish, but not super old.
What could it... No, genuinely, just because we've got to this point, what might it be?
So, you know, there's schools and universities that a lot of people would like to see. I think university is ambitious to do on a 32 by 32, but a school could work.
They haven't done a library yet, have they? But they've done a bookshop.
They've done bookshops. There's the...
Post office?
Have they done a library?
There's a library in...
yeah, there's a library in...
Venetian houses,
yes.
Which might be what's confusing you.
Yeah. So, hospital, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Hospital.
I think they could revisit some of the other ones that they've done.
I don't like it when they revisit things because it's just screwing over the loyal fans. I don't want two of something in my city. I mean, the boutique hotel was close to being annoying.
Also, was the boutique hotel anything to do with the 90th celebration?
I don't think so. Why?
I don't know.
What makes you think it was?
Because again, that was
this year
kind of a nostalgic thing, going and revisiting a hotel that a lot of people wanted.
But they did it so differently. I don't think you could say that was a remake. It was just people said they want... Oh, I don't know. It's hard. Some people will say they should have done more. Some people say, why did you go on about it all year? I don't feel like there's one size fits all one level of celebration. But I agree totally on the more pop-up and play opportunities. Yeah. And I think that's what they should take away for their 100th year. More pop-up and play. Especially if they're pushing the play agenda. Yeah. Then do more playing. Don't wait for people to come to you. Go to them. Yeah. And force them to play. Say, them to play. Down on the floor and give me 60 mocks now. I mean, that doesn't quite work as push-ups. No. Push-ups, mocks, I mean, they're similar.
Sure they are.
They're really not. Yeah. Don't force people to play, but encourage it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, I think that's everything we've got to say on the 90th celebration. So, you want to let us know your thoughts? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're doing the funny voice again.
I'm not doing anything in a funny voice. Let us know in the comments below, or however it is you contact us on weird things like Spotify.
Yeah, what do you think was missing from the 90th year's anniversary celebrations? Do you think that they could have done more, or do you think they got it right? And we'll be back next week.
We will, for another exciting instalment of the Bodcast.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye. Did I sound like an owl then?
Yes.
Yeah. Woohoo! Ooh.